What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni, and welcome, my dear Robots community. That you and me, we know each other for 5 or 6 years now, and I can make a big announcement, the biggest one yet possibly. Robots future. I can tell you how it looks like and how it feels, because it's going to be called Robots Frontiers, and it will be a game for consoles and PC in the Unreal 5 engine. We're talking AAA graphics, effects, physics, destructible terrain. We're talking wonderful effects and atmosphere in the game, perfect smoothness and gameplay with up-to-date engine and mechanics. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be huge. All this combined with our known Robots universe that we all have come to know and love so much. I can't wait to get my hands on this. I'm going to watch the official announcement trailer with you now, and then I'm going to show you all the robots that will be in the alpha at 24th of November. Okay, I'm disabling the music. We're going to swap over to the trailer. Let's have one look where I try to hold myself back and not stop the video as much, okay? And then we have a second look at the trailer where I stop a couple of times and show you things, because you and I were War Robots experts and we can draw a lot of information from War Robots gameplay, even if it's from a new game. Alright, so let's go for it. First time trying not to interrupt as much. Let's go for it here. Boom! The gameplay, dude. Unreal 5 engine. Yeah! Dude, look at this.
I'm the creative director of Robots Frontiers.
Good to meet you.
Frontiers is an online multiplayer shooter where you pilot a giant mech and battle other pilots in 6 vs 6 team-based PvP matches.
Sounds like our War Robots, doesn't it? Customize your robots.
Is where you construct your fleet of robots, weapons, modules, chassis, bodies. Everything
Pilots,
can be
Titans,
switched
battleships
to fit your playstyle. All the different parts affect how you play.
What is this?
Bodies allow
legs,
you to use
different legs too?
Signature abilities. For instance,
weapons.
The Ares body can cover itself with a white barrier that stops incoming projectiles.
But the barrier is fixed to the ground.
Gives your robot access to bombardments of missiles.
Wait. Bulgazari doesn't get dash, it will have a bombardment of missiles? What? Alright, let's keep going.
Your chassis defines how fast your robot moves, how much equipment it can carry. Shoulder hardpoints give you additional weapon slots and further define your robot's silhouette.
Ah, cool,
Having
okay.
a wide frame can be both helpful and detrimental depending on your
Of course, the larger you are, the easier to hit.
There's a lot to consider, but again, feel free to experiment and find your own path to victory. By the way, each part has different amounts of armor. It might be a good idea to aim for the weakest parts to do the most damage. And
armor.
Speaking of damage,
we have armor mechanics now. We don't have this in the current War Robots.
Frontiers are very destructive. By tactically using the environment,
yeah, that's what I told you.
Discover new vantage points, smash into hidden passages, and generally shape the battlefield the way you need it to be.
It looks so beautiful.
The better you fight, the more your alpha meter feels.
Oh yeah, alphas are Titans. They call it alpha here.
The most powerful robot in your arsenal to crush your enemies.
Boom!
It requires some coordination with your teammates to be the most effective. But when you play it well, no one can stop you. Other than the other alpha, perhaps.
Yeah, obviously. Build with community.
There is so much more to see in Robots Frontiers, and we are excited to finally invite you to explore the Wild 10 with us. We've got a lot of work ahead of us, and we'd love to hear from you whether or not we are going in the right direction.
If you allow us, we will help you.
We're launching Robots Frontiers closed beta this November. It will come out with one map, 8 full sets of robot details, plus plethora of weapons and utility for customizing your playstyle even further.
One map,
then,
8 robots, many
we're
weapons.
going to gradually introduce more robots, weapons, abilities and maps, while polishing everything else according to your feedback.
You hear that? Gradually implementing more War Robots weapons, maps, modules, abilities, things we know from War Robots will be added more and more to this game as well, so certain...
Visit wrfrontiers.com to grab the Pioneer Pack with exclusive access to the closed beta.
I'll explain that in a minute.
Lots of goods on the official launch. Also, you can wishlist the game
Unreal
on
Engine.
Steam. And don't forget to join War Robots Frontiers Discord and follow our social media to stay in touch.
Ooh.
We'll be posting regular updates on how the development is going. We can't wait to hear from you.
We can't wait to play this, man. See you later. Alright, so that was the first go without much interruption. Again, this trailer link is also in the description pinned comment for you to check it out from the official channel. And now I want to really draw some information out of it, because I'm sure we can recognize a lot. I'm actually going to start the music and lower the volume a little bit here from the trailer now, just to enjoy the gameplay and stop off a couple of times. One thing I immediately noticed is that something that other games have also done already is that putting weapon state, reload, and things like that actually in the user interface and behind the weapon, rather than in the user interface, actually, yeah. It's in the game itself. On your robot behind is like a hologram of your ammo and state. It's very interesting and cool made. The shield looks awesome, the explosions, and also the flying combat text, the damage you do, the numbers pop out of your enemy when you shoot them. It looks so satisfying, man. Here's a big shield, some airstrikes coming in or something. I like how the Fury walks and feels bulky and heavy, man. Alright, let's have a look at the equipment that they have, right? Yeah. Let's have a look at this. So, we have a Griffin, Bulwark, Ares, Raven, Tyr, Lancelot, Typhon, Griffin, Bulgazari, Vityas, and Fury. And we've already learned the Bulgazari actually doesn't get a dash. The hull. It has an airstrike ability or something like that. Interesting. So we have completely new mechanics. Also very interesting. You can see here. I think you can see it. Energy capacity and weight capacity. So robots will have a certain limits or something like this, and maybe it prevents you from putting the most crazy stuff on it. It will keep you in certain ways balanced by having certain energy requirements and consumptions and capacities. You can also see it here to the right, health, armor. There's an armor mechanic and energy level as well as weight. Interesting. Also, what is this? Look, it's like an added accessory or something from a Lancelot. You can build a Griffin with a part from a Lancelot or something to make something different from it. Bulgazari shoulder, light weapon. Has certain armor and health. It's super interesting. So you can basically make the legs from a Griffin on a Lancelot part, and then maybe the Lancelot can jump. So cool. Here's the legs. You can see it here. The Bulwark leg will dash, and floating jetpack is no. That's the Griffin. The Griffin legs have dash and floating jetpack, but they lose health and armor. Wow, this is awesome, dude. Also, very interesting is that you see here, we have the weapons, Shredder, Scourge, whether or not it has a lock-on, we will see, I don't know. Tusk is called here, but it's the Tsar rocket from the Titans. Titans are called Alpha here in War Robots Frontiers, and what I find interesting is if maybe this is actually a Titan weapon still, but they don't care anymore. There's no differentiation maybe between light, medium, heavy. Maybe every weapon simply has its weapon consumption, its energy consumption. Maybe you can slap a freaking Titan weapon on a robot too, but it will just take all remaining slots, and you have no more capacity for something else because you put this massive weapon on it, right? So it opens up a lot of added customization options that was previously limited in the light, medium, and heavy slot differentiation. Maybe they don't have this anymore. Scatter, Noricum, Zenith, Slug Shooter, Vortex Missile. I would assume this is like Glory or Corona, and this I don't even know. Yeah, the barrier, but look, this shield is actually a stationary shield. I don't think what we're seeing here is actually the Ares shield. I think this might be the shield from something else, a shield that was placed on the ground. And look at the floating combat text. When they shoot, the popping up numbers. It looks awesome. It's so satisfying to see the numbers pop up. Look at this. Boom. Also, take a look at the lower left. You see he's taking structural damage. So his health isn't going down yet, but his armor is going down. He's losing armor on the main body part, and his right shoulder is starting to take damage. Right? So maybe once that middle part falls out, the robot is destroyed, or it's just the armor in front of it, and then the robot gets destroyed. It's a very interesting mechanics, because remember, in War Robots there is no armor at all. It doesn't even make a difference whether or not you shoot into the enemy from behind or from the front. I think it will matter here. That looked like an airstrike. Wow. Boom, boom, boom. Look at this, man. Okay. Boom. Wow, what the frick did he just shoot? Aim for the weakest parts. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to actually shoot off body parts. You can probably, maybe here's an idea. Maybe you can use the Bulgazari, you know, battleship, no, these rocket battleship barrage or whatever, rockets from space, and you shoot off legs of the enemy robot, and you just shoot them with that battleship support from high up or whatever. I don't know if it's battleships. Maybe it's just a bombardment ability. They call it bombardment. So you shoot off the legs and then you hit them with a bombardment and they can't walk away from it. That sounds good. Yeah, destructible terrain here. Imagine how the map will look like at the end of our team deathmatch round. Everything's gonna be broken.
The better you fight, the more your alpha meter feels. When it's ready, take control
alpha
of the
meter,
most
yeah.
powerful robot in your arsenal.
Boom! Look at these. Look how many parts there are. It's like the robot is flying and just exploding into a million parts. It's an Unreal 5 engine. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a AAA graphics engine now.
Other than the other alpha, perhaps.
What a great choice. Built with community and directions is what they say now about the directions. And I want to say a few things here. First off, I think War Robots, one problem we have with it is obviously it's a mobile game and we have more lags. I hope we don't have to worry about lags as much in the Frontiers version because we're playing it on console and PC with a more stable connection. But of course the servers need to be good enough to handle the load. So I'm hoping that's going to be taken care of because one of the problems we had with War Robots Mobile was the lags and really didn't like them much. And the next thing is that I hope that the game will be more like War Robots as we used to know it back in the days, with a more simplistic playstyle, right? I'm not meaning the bad simplistic, I mean the good one, that easy to get into and fun to play part of simplistic thing, right? Where the game is not so over-flooded with effects and not effects, but mechanics, like shields, these pop-up shields that just obstruct the gameplay so much as we know it from War. I hope they're going easy on this and making it really a little more easy to get in and just clash away, like War Robots how it used to be, remember? So simplistic in my book. This looks like a Galahad, by the way. And yeah, so I'm so hyped for this. I want to play this with you, and I will. This November 24th, so very soon. The War's Frontiers Alpha is being in early access release, and we will be able to play them together. And I will be doing this with you, of course. So you get all the content here. You need to tell me how much you like it, what you think about the idea. And then also we're gonna figure out, if this becomes a regular thing, how much War Robots content you want to see, and how much War Robots Frontiers content you want to see. Maybe 2 to 5. 2 Frontiers video, 5 regular War Robots videos per week, or something like this. We're gonna find this out together. It's an exciting time, and I'm really stoked for it, man. This looks like it could be the hangar. This must be the Alpha up there, super high, powerful. Here's an Ares, I think, Bulwark. This, I don't know. And Typhon. This might be the Typhon. This could be a Vitias, maybe? Let's have a look. We have this robot here. It is actually the... Oh, no, before we go, this could be a Lancelot here. This could be a Lancelot because it looks so much like it, in my opinion. It has a face in the middle, too. This could be the Raven here, flying up. So let's go into some pictures. We see the Ares. This is how... It actually says it Ares here, so I know it's the Ares. It will be having a frontal shield, similar to what we know. But in this case, they used all of the Ares parts, right? Remember, you can use griffin legs on an Ares or something. It sounds insane, but yeah. Then this, I don't know what it is. It doesn't say the name. It just says art, but it looks brutal. It's like 4 Orkan rockets, and one of them is open and had been fired. You can also see a person sitting on top, and I feel like the robots might be a tiny bit smaller than the robots we know from War Robots Mobile, judging by the size of a person. I don't know. It could be wrong, though. This looks like a Natasha? No, wait, it says Bulgazari in the top left. So, yeah, it's a Bulgazari. Remember, our Bulgazari in War Robots Mobile has the physical shield on the left side, and this one does not. It has 4 weapons, 2 light and 4 medium, but maybe every robot can have 4 weapons depending on how you equip it, right? Bulgazari Black Edition also exists here, yep. Black Alpha, they say. Is it an Alpha Titan version of the Bulgazari, maybe? I don't know. Or here's the chromatic alpha. Oh, no, okay, with alpha they mean the state of the game. It's an alpha game in alpha state, and this is just the Bulgazari Black, and this is the chromatic version, okay. Bulwark here, we can recognize him. In Warrobots Mobile, he has a physical shield and a big energy barrier around him, and two heavy weapons. And here, maybe he has the same, or maybe not. We're gonna see. Black edition as well. Then we have in orange, apparently. Yeah, there's an orange version too. This again could be a Lancelot. I'm just not... See, you know what's interesting here? The Lancelot has a medium or something weapon on the outer sides, and a big one here similar to our Lancelot, but to the upper right is nothing. When we go back to the original picture, there was an extra weapon here. It's the same robot, but there's two weapons here, the big one here, and on top was a big shoulder cannon. A Firehawk, maybe it's called. I don't know, there's this picture. It looks like there's an extra weapon mounted to the Lancelot, something that's not on this Lancelot, right? So there are so many ways to equip these things differently. Super cool. This could be a Griffin flying or boosting here. This is the Typhon. Yeah, I can recognize it immediately. It looks cool. The chromatic version of the Typhon here. Awesome. And then this might be, no, Varangian. This thing is called Varangian. Maybe it's the alpha, maybe it's just a robot, because I don't know what Varangian is. But it looks powerful. Varangian. Big, powerful thing. Also a little bit like a Natasha, but it has also other elements. Just the weapon layout looks a little bit Natasha-like. So, what they were talking about, by the way, before, was, here, the starter packs. There's an Iron, Steel, Titanium, Platinum. I think this one is $15 or something. This one is $99. They all have early access for playing at 24th of November. And I think it will be available on PC, MG Launcher, and Steam. And for consoles, I was told it comes up a little later. And the bigger the package, the more, like, currency and pilot and extra benefits you'll get. I'm not going to tell anybody to get anything. You can wait if you want to, because you're definitely going to get the gameplay from me. But if you want to get playing earlier, then I think from starting 24th, it's possible with these bonuses here. And yeah, I think the video is already long enough. Again, I want to really hear what you think, ladies and gents, about this game. And if you're also excited as much as I am about it, I can't really wait to get my hands on this and start playing away. It will require a much higher performance than the Warrobots did, but on the PCs it should be doable. And yeah, really share with me your thoughts, because I really want to know, okay? And thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one, and catch you in the next video. Manni signing off. Bye-bye. And also check out the original channel with the original video if you would, right? See you around.